All right, folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga, and I'm coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2, and we are continuing on. We've got a shortish run today, 390 kilometers. So this isn't going to take long. So my goal is to find a trailer after this that's only going short distance. All right, we have our high beams on. We don't want our high beams on right now. We just shit. I hate when they do that. That's not realistic. It's really not. The AI in this is not really realistic. It waits far too long for traffic to go by when it could honestly have just pulled out. Oh, yeah. Can you tell that I've actually fixed the orbitals, the beacons? We're not getting the interior flash anymore. Apparently, that was a glitch with the truck itself and the placement. As you know, I had the orbitals placed in the center of the truck. Here, I'll go up top. You can see where the horns are sitting. I had them placed at one point, and again where the front big spotlights are sitting. That actually almost gave me vertigo. I had her. I'm probably speeding at this point. I really hope I'm not supposed to go that way. Yeah, but where you see those big lights in front of the horns, I also put the orbitals. And because they were in the center, we were getting the flashing in the truck. Now, I don't actually need the orbitals on for this trailers. So we were getting that flashing in the truck because of that. By just putting the orbitals on the outside of the truck, fixed the problem completely. Why can't I go that way? Why? Why don't you have the speed pass open so I can just plow on through? Oh great, this was the get your ticket side. You know, just to let you guys know, I'm actually recording this vid on the back end of the other vid, and I'm actually recording that video on Monday. The video I have to upload for Monday, it's uploading right now, as a matter of fact, while I do this. I recorded on Saturday, and then the video after that, I recorded on the back end of that. So if any like events happened recently, you know, if something happens or I want to talk about something, or, you know, you wonder what I think about something, you're probably not going to hear about it for a while. I'm actually trying to kind of get ahead in my video recordings, you know, just in case. You know, that's really what I'm going for, is a just in case deal. You know, I kind of look back at when I first got into YouTube. It was a long time ago, man, 7 years or so. And I remember watching all the different YouTubers that I've always, you know, wanted to be like. Fuck me. That could have gone horribly wrong. And I just kind of smile when I think about the path that my subscribing has taken. You know, when I first started subscribing to people on YouTube, the very first people I started subscribing to on YouTube were for Call of Duty. This is when Call of Duty 4 was still the game. We weren't into Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, and all that. And you know, I subscribe to guys like Wings of Death, Only Use Me Knife, many others. Those are the only two I can remember. I can remember Wings of Death because he was one of the first people I unsubscribed from. He just had a really bad attitude that I personally didn't like. And a lot of people did like it. He was very popular, but a lot of people didn't like it either. He would honestly get a lot of people unsubscribing from him. He even talked about it in one video. And he was trying to change his personality a little bit, but it never really flew. But I don't know, man. To me, it's like, be who you are, you know? People are going to love you for who you are, or they're going to despise you for trying to be something fake. You know, and, over time, my taste started changing. And it kind of got into World of Warcraft. You know, some StarCraft. You know, subscribe to Husky StarCraft. I loved watching him a bunch. This is when StarCraft 2 came out, and there was a lot of stuff in between. And, you know, from there, at one point, I started getting into League of Legends. And so I started subscribing to all the League of Legends channels. And at that point, I started watching streams. I was getting into League of Legends streams. And then from there, from League of Legends, I forget what I went to after that. Just various stuff that I started liking. You know, I started browsing different channels and would subscribe to different people. You know, nowadays I'm starting to subscribe to people that oops, I hit the wrong button. I'm starting to y'all know how much I hate not getting my speed set properly. But yeah, cameras. Hi, cameras. I haven't seen the speed change, and I haven't seen anything that said, you know, no cameras, so. Yeah, great, another toll booth. Speed limit 110, you can drop right down to 90, and then right after 90, 70. Yeah, that's about how things really work, 40. we're gonna have to go through another toll booth because that was a pick up a ticket toll booth. So, you know, nowadays I've subscribed to the Mighty Jingles because he does World of Tanks, World of Warships, War Thunder, which are games I'm starting to get into, and Baron Von something or other because he does the same things and he's rather entertaining as well. But you know, just my tastes have changed. Like, you know, I subscribe to people I find entertaining less than I subscribe to the games they play. Biznap I find very entertaining. His voice is very soothing to listen to, in all due honesty. Burke Black on Twitch. He's extremely entertaining, and I don't care what game he plays. He's very entertaining. On Twitch again, Warwitch. I love watching Warwitch. He's completely different. If you go to watch Warwitch, you're not going to see a lot of gameplay. I'm just going to be honest with you. He talks a lot, but there's so much fun. You know, there's just different people, you know, that I really like to watch now that I never would have subscribed to when I first started, because I was subscribing for the game less than I was subscribing for the person playing the game. So now it's gotten to the point, it's like, no matter what the people I subscribe to go to, I still watch them. You know, there is one though. There is one on my subscription list who I subscribed to back in the time of Call of Duty, who I still am subscribed to today. Now, I don't know if he's ever going to go back into Call of Duty. I don't. But I don't watch him for Call of Duty anymore. I watch him for him. He's doing playthroughs of various games, but his biggest things now are sports games when they come out. NFL, FIFA, and of course the big one, NBA 2K. And that's Chris Smoove. I've been subscribed to Chris Smoove longer than I've been subscribed to anyone else by miles, because I've unsubscribed from everybody else when I subscribed when I was, you know, into that, when I started subscribing. My second longest, and it's a distant second, is probably Maximilian Dude. That's Maximilian _DOOD. I started watching him for Call of Duty a little bit when the newest Call of Duty came out, but Maximilian is a fighting game fanatic. He loves his fighting games. No, I didn't watch it. I started watching him because he was doing Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and I found him entertaining. The interesting thing is I got into the subscription base of him before he became insanely popular. And he became insanely popular through his love for fighting games and through his creation of what's known as assist me. And he would do assist me's for different characters where he would explain how to use them, how to counter them, you know, what was safe, what wasn't, teaching you about Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And his popularity just blew the fuck up from there. And I was lucky enough to get in before the first assist me went up. And Max, like I said, he just exploded after that. And now he is a YouTube celebrity, especially in the fighting game community, although more than people who enjoy fighting games come to watch him, because they come to watch him for him. him and his friends. Very entertaining, you know. Very, very entertaining. But those are my two longest subscribers. Chris Smooth, by a large margin, is my longest I've been subscribed to. You know what I'd love to find out, and I wish I could, I don't know if it's possible, who my very first subscriber was. I know I've got like almost 2,000 subscribers, even though I only get about 50 views per video towards the high end. Averages more about 35 to 40. But I'd still like to know who my very first subscriber was. I'm honestly not sure. I think it would be cool, you know? I find myself wondering when my contract for my partnership comes up. I would think it would have been this year, because it was only for 3 years. I wonder if they're going to re-sign me. I've made great strides since they did. Like I said, I've gone from making $2 a video to making $25, $30 a video. And to me, that's great strides. It really is. And of all the games for me to become popular about, Euro Truck Simulator. Man, I find that a trip. I do. Because I love this game, and I've always wanted to put it up online, but I just didn't. And then I found the Euro Truck Simulator, or not Euro Truck, the Truck Simulator subreddit on Reddit, and I just started putting up videos and linking them there, and I just became popular. You know, and I don't think I'll ever be as popular as, say, the Squirrel Nuts, but I think it's pretty cool. I'd still like to do other stuff. I've had a couple of people ask, am I going to do this? Am I going to do that? And the reality is right now is if I can afford it. You know, I'd love to do like Star Wars Battlefront. Metal Gear is out right now. I'd love to do Metal Gear. I just can't afford it. Especially now that my wife is gone, because I have to cover everything that she was helping to pay for. The cell phone, we used to split, you know, and that was $35 each. Now I have to pay the full $70 on my own. If it wasn't for my mother-in-law, and I do mean my mother-in-law, because my sister-in-law has yet to make a payment to me. My mother-in-law has been covering it, helping me to pay for the car and letting me stay here without having to pay the rent. That making the total amount for the car payment, that the half of the car payment that my wife used to make. I don't know where I'd be right now. I'd sacrifice all my credit, for sure, to save the car. I really would. All of my credit. I would be paying none of my credit cards right now. I wouldn't be paying PayPal. I wouldn't be paying Fingerhut. All of that money would strictly go to the car to save it. Because, like, other than my computer, maybe, there's nothing out... Man, this is a long 400 kilometers. There is nothing out there to me more important than that car. To me, even though it's probably, you know, I don't know how long the car is going to last. You know, I really don't, but to me, that's my wife's legacy there. You know, when she got her disability and they finally granted to her and they gave her all the disability back pay, she used a very considerable portion of her money to make a very large down payment on that car. And then we had 4 years to pay it off. You know? Could you go a little slower? You know, we only had 4 years to pay it off. we're heading into year 3 now. It's been 2 years. We're going into year 3. And I really want to save that car. I want to see it completed. And I want to do it for my wife. In her memory. I've told you when I first started, I think, talking in my vlogs, I took all the old seat covers and everything out of the car and I put in new ones, which is something my wife always wanted to do because they felt like they were just getting old. I put a couple stickers on the back that were meant to represent my wife. One that says, you know, local girl. Another one, a picture of or a sticker in the shape of a plumeria, you know, to honor my wife. And I see it as her car. I have one of her old wallets in the center console of the car, just to have a presence of her there. You know, it's very important to me. That's being generous. Good work. Well, it's alright. Yay! We get our first ADRC. New upgrades. Actually, we really got to see if, like... We really got to see if we've unlocked one of the other engines, just to see if it sounds different. So we need a garage. Which there's not one here. Nope. 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 Wait a minute. There's like a garage out in the middle of nowhere. And I'm pretty sure it's off there. Let's find out. Please stay green. Just let me go. We have to be able to tow one of those trailers. Like, dude went off the cuff, but no, he's pulling into the construction site. Yeah, I saw lights. That's why I ceased the acceleration suddenly. Could you just, like, let me go? Thanks. Appreciate it. This is weird. I gotta go out of town to find a garage. Garage is a place known as Demo Center. Oh, demonstration center. Okay. Oh God, one of these things again. Oh, this one looks narrower. Truck was already damaged at 1%. You know what? Let's get out of the truck and do this. Service. Truck was already down. Oh, whatever. We almost got a new truck again. Or another truck. Not service. We unlock it now. Not till 18 and 19. Do we get another engine? That's alright. So, is there a really short job we can run from here? And we want to go by route length. I think this way. That's 232. Yeah, we could do that. And then it jumps up to 528, which is too much. All right, we'll do this one. I'm just curious what we're missing for trailers. Oh, that would have been cool. The Ford Transit trailer. That would have been a cool run. Nothing too spectacular, although that actually looks like a neat little trailer. Ah, military boat. There you go. Yeah. Yeah. Ah, well. We'll just take this short one. It's all right. Oh, my truck's already wanting to get off. Yeah, I can't blame it. There's a whole obstacle course in here if you want it. That's pretty cool, honestly. Need to see where we're going, huh? Yeah, we do. Yeah, okay. I wonder how close that actually was. I love that sound. I'll be honest with you, I didn't know that these kind of trailers were a real thing, these cement trailers. Because it's like, why would you have a trailer that's towed behind a regular truck for cement when you have actual cement trucks? But apparently they're a thing. Wow, an actual McDonald's in the game. Thanks, that's just what I didn't need. What's the sign say? It's crunch time. Okay. Well, it's definitely not a McDonald's logo I've ever known, but you know, who knows? Oh, there's the military boat too. Oh, and there's the trail. There's the other trailer. Dang it all. Oh, and there. They would figure all three interesting trailers are right here. Actually, this trailer is kind of interesting. It's got military jeeps on it with tow missiles. I really didn't see that. Yeah, check that out. I'm trying to get a better view of it, and I'm failing miserably. Yeah. It's old military jeeps with tow missiles on them. Interesting trailer they're loaded into, I'll say that much. The interesting thing about pedestrians, and I've actually considered taking them out of the game, is that they don't have any hitboxes and they don't react to you. So you can run one over and it doesn't matter. So this should be a nice little short trip to top everything off and make this a regular length video rather than a short one. Trying to remember who I subscribed to first, ever. I don't remember. I don't remember who I subscribed to first on Twitch. I know it wasn't Burke Black, but he's my first, like, continuous. He's the first guy that I'm constantly subscribing to over and over and over and over and over. That was a few too many overs, huh? Kind of got stuck on the word. No, literally, I mean, I was just kind of like, I couldn't stop saying over. Some of these buses are way overloaded. You see how much they're sitting in the back? My bus never did that when I was driving. Unless it was broken. Really? Alright, well, while we sit here, I'll grab a quick drink. I'm also a little parched. Just keeping in mind, this is my second video that I'm talking in a row here. Cool, thank you. I'm almost thinking I want to take the extra tanks on the back of my truck off. Just because they're just aesthetic. And I'd rather have the pipe showing. Whoa. Speed racer. No, I'll show you here. You see those yeah, those tanks back there. I'd almost rather just take them off and have the pipe showing, and then put lights on the pipes. I may do that off camera, and I say off camera just so that in case the game crashes, it doesn't ruin the footage. And then I can show you guys the changes I made to the truck after. I think I may do that. I mean, if those tanks back there actually did something for my truck, then I'd be able, you know, like that big tank on the bottom is supposed to be extra fuel. But obviously we don't get that. You'd have seen me cut inside that green thing right there. Three, 4, 5. Now I like locking in it at 105 because that is precisely 60 kilometers per hour, and that's fine by me for a big truck. Sure as hell feels like I'm going a lot faster. When I kick it up to 110, that's not quite 65, or it's somewhere between like 65 and 70 or something like that. And this is like, oh no, it's 65, sorry. It's 65, not 60. I thought it was 60. I should have known better because it goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, no, here, right, see, it goes 5, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55. I should have known it was 65. I'm an idiot. At least in terms of the numbers. The 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 are in between but not shown. They're just dots. So this is an even 65 miles per hour, which is fine by me, as I was saying. To go faster puts it at an odd number, I believe, between 65 and 70-ish, or 75-ish. That's a little too fast anyways. It's been a long day. It really has. All that extra weed eating I did in the backyard today. The backyard is a blessing and a curse at the same time. The curse comes at the fact of the type of grass that it is. It grows at an accelerated rate. The grass in the yard here that we have is not uniform. It's not all the same grass. Some of it's this bluish green grass. It's a bit difficult to cut. Some of it's this really wispy, very thick, heavy. That doesn't make sense. How can it be wispy but be thick and heavy? Well, trust me, it is. The grass itself is very, very wispy, but it grows very densely together, so that makes it really thick and heavy. And it's very difficult to weed eat that grass. Fortunately, that only is in a few spots. But that blue-green grass is the more typical one, and it can be a little bit difficult to weed eat at times. Sometimes it just doesn't want to cut down properly, and you have to run over it several times in order to get it. But the grass in the backyard is a very leafy style grass. Very broad-bladed green grass. It grows very, very quickly, but it's also very easy to cut. Very easy to cut, so it goes rather quick. So I'm able to cut bigger swaths in the when I do the backyard than if I do the front or the sides or anything else. So it feels like, well, I guess technically I do accomplish more, but it just feels good, you know, to look back and go, wow, look at how much I've done, you know. But knowing that when I go back out to do things tomorrow, it's not going to be quite the same. When I do that, you know I'm kind of like running out of stuff. That's the thing of... Oh, fuck you. That's the thing about doing back-to-back videos, you know? You kind of start running out of stuff to... Oh, sorry. Kind of start running out of stuff to talk about. There are people that I just don't know how they do it, like BizSnap. BizSnap records multiple things a day, and normally what he talks about a lot is the game itself that he's playing. But he also talks about everyday stuff, and it's kind of like, wow, how do you keep coming up with subjects? Because for me, there really does come a point where I'm kind of like, how about that sports team that you guys really like where you are? You know? I wouldn't be following you guys if I didn't need this exit. To which, yeah, you're also going to go down. Make me follow you as you go slowly. Well, maybe not. I don't want to go too fast, though. I mean, it is a turning off ramp. I have no idea what you're doing, but you have completely fucked me up. Thank you. 9% damage. 9% damage from that. 9. Really? I think this truck's ultra sensitive. And of course, 1%. You know, things were going so well. And look how close we are. That's just stupid. That's really stupid. Partially my fault, let's be honest. I probably could have made that car move either by waiting or by maybe honking at it. It might have moved. But still, 9% for that little love tap? I got 2 different horns, so that's why you get that wee wee. Well, at least there's a garage close by, so that's a good thing. Just right there. And 9%'s not terrible. I've had worse. Obviously, I've had worse. Especially the past couple days. Okay. Actually, I want reverse 1, not reverse 2. Good. Good work. 2%. Yeah, fuck you. Anyways, let's go repair our 9% damage from our love tab. Get some rest. Call it a day. See if we got a 123-ton trailer to tow. Just stay green, please. Thank you. Alright. Service. It's another 12,000 and ruin our chances at a new truck. Oh boy. Okay. We'll get that new truck eventually. Alright, let's just see what we're towing tomorrow. We are here. And now we want by price down. That should give us the highest price up here. 24-ton earth mover. That does go to somewhere we haven't been. Tractor. That goes to somewhere we have been. The Ford Transit goes to where we've been. That's nothing overly interesting there. Nothing overly interesting there. So, there's our next run. 1,617 kilometers. Yeah, that's going to be at least 2 vids. That'd be 800 kilometers. So once I get around 800 kilometers, maybe I got to stop if I don't already have to stop ahead of time. 24 tons. That's still not very heavy. That's not. I don't know if we've towed a trailer over the base weight since we've gotten this truck. But we shall see. I love that sound. All right, folks, that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've been enjoying bringing it to you. Until next time, this is One Big Bug. I'm going to be signing out, and like I said, I'm going to make minor changes to the back of the truck, and then I'll show you in the next vid. Until then.